I was a little disappointed by the season finale of Gen V Season 2, Let's Talk About It. Major spoilers ahead, obviously, but I feel like everything with Godolkin was just sped through in this episode. Yeah, him wiping out the rankings and talking to Sister Sage and killing off all these weaker soups and ultimately dying all in the same episode. I feel like that could have been like 3 episodes worth of content. As cool as the twist was that Godolkin was controlling Cypher the entire time, I kind of feel like Cypher was a more compelling character and Hamish Linklater just gave a way better performance, honestly. Like, he was the best part of this entire season. I feel like the switcheroo didn't work. I do absolutely love what they did with Polarity in this episode and the season overall. Like, he really gets his great moment to shine at the end here, even if it is a little overshadowed by Marie herself. And I just love how intertwined his story was with his son, and it really honored Chance's passing. I do understand Marie is the main character. I'm not mad that she's ultimately the one that saves the day, but I feel like having her give this whole speech about how, no, I'm not the chosen one, I'm not special, and then pretty much being the one to be the chosen one and save the day is just a little ironic. I do think the moments we got between like Marie and Annabeth, and Marie and Jordan's conversation about, oh no, we can't be together anymore. I feel like we needed more moments from other characters though, besides just Marie kind of getting all the spotlight in this finale. I do feel like this episode and the season overall was kind of just backed into a weird corner with the events of The Boys season 4 and obviously season 5 happening next year. It's like, how do you fit in a story in this universe in between those two things? In this world, it feels like, yeah, Godolkin should still be alive. He should be a major threat to Homelander, but they're like, oh wait, we introduced this character in the spin-off TV show Gen V, so we can't have him be a major part of The Boys season 5. Let's just kill him off in this show, and that kind of fell flat to me. Because then at the same time, at the very end of the episode, you have like all the main Gen V characters joining up in the Resistance with Starlight, A-Train, and other heroes, so obviously you're still heavily tying this in with The Boys anyway, so why not keep Godolkin around? Maybe I'm just being way too cynical, but I feel like this whole wanna join the Resistance scene at the end of Gen V season 2 felt like something out of the CW network or like Disney Channel. Honestly, the same is kind of true of this whole season. Now, I do still like Gen V season 2 overall, and I don't think this finale episode was terrible or anything, but it doesn't really feel like a part of the Boys universe, if that makes sense anymore. Like, even Gen V season 1 had a lot more similar tone to the original Boys show. Another kind of complaint I have about the entirety of season 2 is the character of Sam. I feel like this was one of the most interesting characters in the entire first season of the show, and it feels like they completely forgot about him in season 2. He has like a few good scenes early on and does nothing for the rest of the season. I really just feel like the season could have benefited from having a few extra episodes, or the episodes just being a little bit longer. A lot of the episodes were right around like 40 minutes long, and again, I feel like the stuff that works in the season, like the stuff with Cypher and Godolkin and Marie's storyline, really work. All the side characters kind of feel like they either don't get enough time on screen at all, like Sam, or someone like Kate has something interesting going on, but it kind of just starts her arc and then it gets conveniently super quickly wrapped up in the season finale. I feel like we could have explored a lot more here. I also feel like Gen V season 2 just wasn't really funny, and it's not like they were making a bunch of jokes that I just didn't laugh at. It just feels like they weren't even attempting to have that many humorous moments, which I feel like they forgot is the entire premise of the Boys universe. Yes, it's a satire and it's hilarious. Some really great standouts from Cypher, Marie, and Polarity this season. Everything with their arcs were really perfect. A lot of the more emotional stuff really works, but at the cost and expense of the humor of the show. And it feels like the stuff that should have been carried over into the final season of The Boys, like Godolkin's entire character and his feud with Homelander, gets left behind while we end up getting this like Disney Channel-esque Resistance carrying over into the season. It's an enjoyable 7 out of 10 that could have been a lot better.